Today we are discussing monetary problem, money related problem. So here comes profit, discount, loss, etc. So I will just give you a theory regarding that, how to do them logically without using the school day formula. So that is the first thing I am going to teach you. Profit, loss and discount, how to understand it logically. In this chapter, the percentage mental arithmetic I taught will help you a lot. So please watch that recording if you missed it. Percentage mental arithmetic, how to find percentage of any value or how to analyze growth of a value, you can easily do with that techniques. So first of all, in school days, these were the formulas you have learned for doing profit, loss and discount. What is profit you have learned, loss, then profit percentage you had a complicated formula, loss percentage also, discount percentage also. First problem is you have to by heart all these things, that is very challenging. Second thing is, if you by heart and use this, the main problem is you are doing the questions mathematically then. So definitely the time taken to finish the questions will be much more. So in my opinion, how much you can forget this formula, that much better it is. I have written it here just to give you idea what you have learned in school days. And if you want to use formulas, I will say the last three formulas given here, that is faster than these formula. Again, that also you don't have to by heart it as formula. I will explain what is happening. For example, if I am investing 600 rupees on a product, that means in school days that was called cost price is 600 on a product, and I am getting 15% profit on that product. If I am getting 15% profit on that product, what is my selling price? This is a school day math itself, but in school days you used to do this like this. 15% is equal to SP minus CP by CP into 100. SP is unknown. The money you are getting back is unknown. So X minus selling price minus cost price into cost price by 600 by 600 cost price into 100. This you have to find. This you have to simplify to get the answer. That is too much time consuming a method. But if you logically understand the scenario, 600 rupees you invested on a product, 15% profit I got means 15% should be added to the 600. I got a return which is 15% more than my investment. That is the meaning. So the first thing you should remember is, forget about CP, replace it by the word investment. I invested some money. I invested 600 rupees and I got a 15% profit, means on my investment 15% is added. What is 15% of 600? Again, your mental arithmetic skills will matter there. 15% of 600 I have taught you. 10% of 600 is 60. 5% is 30. 60 plus 30 is 90. So definitely that is the profit you are getting. That means 90 rupees should be added. So 690 is the value. 690 is the selling price. You can directly say that. So that is the concept of profit. Now if it is a loss, what you have to do? For example, same question, 600 rupees is the cost price and the manufacturer or the person who is making that is incurring a loss of 15% on the product. Incurring a loss of 15% means you don't have to do 600 minus X by 600 into 100. Don't do that. Logically think, on 600 15% loss means I got only 15% less than 600 as return. 600's 15% we just now found it, 15% is 90. That means here 90 should be subtracted. So 510 will be the return I am getting. That is a simple idea of loss. Now this profit and loss can be asked in a different way, that the cost price of the investment is missing. I invested some money and I got a return of 10%. Sorry, I got a profit of 10%. And finally the money I have got is 660 rupees. Finally I have got a money 660 means on my investment 10% extra is I am getting. You can just guess. If X was 600, in these kinds of questions answer options will help you a lot. If in answer options are there, you can try. If 600 is there, 10% increase means 60 rupee. 600 plus 60 is exactly 660. So that is satisfying. If 500 was there, 500 plus 50, because 10% is 50, that is not 660. That itself eliminates that possibility. So that way you can think. And if options are not there, then also you can logically think. X 10% profit is 660 means X means 100% of X. On 100% of X, 10% of X is added. That is 110% of X is equal to 660. That is a logical equation you can make without again using any of the formula. That is what I have written here in this flashcard. In the case of profit, 100% plus profit percentage of CP. Again, you don't have to by heart that, you just understand it. So here 110% is 660. 110% is 660 means 110 by 100, X is equal to 660. 110 and 660 cancels to get 6, X is equal to 600. That way you can do. But in my opinion, if it is possible, analyze the values of X and think whether this will give you 10% profit or not, and think like that. Now the same question, if it was loss, X rupees invested, 10% lost, I am getting 540 rupees. What is the meaning? 100% of X, I am losing 10% means 100% minus 10%, 90% of X is equal to 540. 90% of X is equal to 540 means X is equal to 90 by 100, X is equal to 540. 90 and 540 cancels to get 6, and X is equal to cross multiplying 600. Otherwise, answer options is there. You can just substitute the value of X there. Substitute the value means if there is an option 600, if you substitute X from 600, 10% is reduced, are you getting 540? You have to check. You are getting. So 600 is the answer. If it was 700, 10% of 700 is 70. 70 subtracted is not 540. That way you can think. So that is the logical way of thinking. Now loss we understood. Same concept is actually discount. Yeah, discount is with respect to marked price and selling price, but concept wise it is the same. Here also your discount, you are reducing money. For example, the MRP of a product, MRP of a product is 1200 rupees. In Amazon or Flipkart, some online sites or any site, they are saying that they are giving a 20% discount. What is the price you have to pay? 1200 minus 20% of 1200 you have to find. 10% of 1200 is 120. 20% will be 120 plus 120, 240. 1200 minus 240, 960 will be the return. That means exactly like finding loss, you have to do return. Here it will be in terms of the marked price instead of the cost price. That's the only difference. I hope all of you understood that also. So these kinds of questions, please don't use the school day formula. That will be very time consuming. In case you want to use formula, use these idea. This is what we just explained. The selling price means discounted price will be from the total price you have to reduce the discount percentage. That much of the marked price will be the selling price. So that is the theory regarding this topic. Now we can see some previous year questions which came from this topic. This is one previous year question. In this topic, the main understanding or main idea is how to read the question or how to understand the question properly. That is more emphasized rather than complicated calculation. If you can understand the meaning of the question, you can easily do with logical methods we have just discussed now. So you all can try this question. So this question is again about understanding the question properly. Fruit vendor buys 120 Shimla apples at 4 rupees 100. 4 rupees 100 means 4 pieces or 4 apples cost you 100 rupees. When you go to market, some vegetables or some fruits are given in bundles. Na? For example, this palak, 2 bundle of palak will be 50 rupees, something like that they can say. So likewise here it is told 4 rupees 100 means 4 apples cost us 100 rupees. But the golden apples is given as bundles of 6 apples. 6 apples 100 rupees. So normally in school days we were told to do like this. 4 apple price, when you see, directly convert it into 1 apple price. 1 apple price will be 25 here. Here 1 apple price is 100 by 6. But in my opinion, don't do that. Keep it in bundles itself. That is the easy thing to do it. And logically analyze it, so that you can save time of writing the steps. Anyway, here as I told in the previous idea, you just have to find the investment, you just have to find the return, and then analyze them logically and find how much profit or how much loss percentage have happened. So the investment we will find. So she is buying 120 Shimla apples. Let's think how much investment is there for Shimla apples. 120 Shimla apples are there. To buy 120 Shimla apples, how many bundles she should buy? One bundle is having 4 apples, so 30 bundles are enough. Every bundle cost is 100 rupees. 30 bundle cost is 3000 rupees. I'm saying that keep it in bundles itself, because if you are taking 1 apple price, you will get 25. Then you have to multiply 120 into 25. 120 into 25 also is 3000, but 300 into 30 into 100 is much easier, na? Multiplying with 100 is easier than multiplying 120 with 25. So Shimla apples is 3000. On the Shimla apple she invested 3000 rupees. Now golden apples, that also are 120 in number. To buy 120 golden apples, how many bundles of golden apples are needed? That is what we are checking. 6 apples are there in one bundle or one packet. For 120 apples to be completed, 20 packets are needed, because 20 into 6 is 120, na? As I told, I am not individually analyzing each apple. I am only analyzing the packet of 6 apples. One packet has 6 apples. So for completing 120 apples, you should buy 20 packets. So 20 packet, and each packet cost is 100 rupees. So 20 into 100, 2000 is the investment on golden apples. Again, if you use individual price concept like your school days, you will do 120 into 100 by 6. You will get the same answer, but you have to do the simplification and calculation. Unnecessary time wasting. Don't do that. Anyway, 3000 invested on Shimla apples, 2000 invested on golden apple. Now you have to analyze the return, because investment and return. First of all, the total investment will be 5000. Now total return we want to find. Total return. Total return, what she did, the fruit seller did something, that she mixed the Shimla apples and golden apples. How many Shimla apples and how many golden apples she mixed? 120 Shimla apple and 120 golden apples. She decides to mix. That means total 240 apples she is mixing. And she is selling it at 10 for rupees 200. 10 for rupees 200 means there keeping it as bundles is also okay. Keeping individual price is also okay, because 10 apples it is easier to analyze both the ways. Keeping it as bundles itself we will do. 240 apples are there. Every packet have 10 apples means 24 bundles or packets are needed. 24 packets, every packet 200 rupees. So 24 packets, 4800 rupees. Now analyze the situation. 4800 is the return of money you got in return. 5000 rupees you invested for something, 4800 rupees you got back as return. So you just have to analyze, is it a good business or a bad business? You invested some money and you got back less than that money. So definitely that is not a good business. Not a good business means you are getting a loss, not a profit, not option A also. It is a loss for sure. So you eliminated 2 options for sure. The 2 options which is not saying about loss can be eliminated, because we understood 5000 rupees she invested on it, 4800 she got back. So clearly a loss of 200 rupees is occurring. But the problem is, question is not asking loss, question is asking loss percentage. As I told, 2 options are eliminated. Now 2 options are remaining, 4% loss, 10% loss. Again, now also you don't have to use the formula CP minus SP by CP into 100. Now also you can logically think, I invested 5000 rupees. If it is 10% loss, now the remaining 2 options, one of the options you take and analyze. If it is 10% loss, I should lose 500 rupees, not 200 rupees. I should lose 500 rupees because 10% of 5000 is 500. 500 reduced should be 4500, not 4800. That is enough to say that option D is clearly wrong answer, because that is not 10% loss. It should be it should not be 10% loss. That is why we eliminated option D. As option D is eliminated, now don't doubt any other option. Option B will be the answer because we eliminated other options also. That is why I told you, try to be logical in these kinds of chapters and try to avoid formula as much as possible in these chapters. If you were starting with 4% also, you can do the similar analysis. 5000 4%. What is 4% of 5000? You can analyze. Again, Mendel arithmetic will help you. 1% is 50. So 4% is 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50, 200. Exactly 200 rupees loss. So option B does not create any contradiction at all. So option B is the answer. Another CSIR-NET problem. Please try this. Very simple question. There are different ways of analyzing. Elimination method is one way. Here answer option A is correct, so elimination will not take time. But the main problem of elimination is, if option B or C or D is correct, you have to try multiple times. That may take more time. So I have taught you a faster method in these kinds of questions, that is called taking example method. Take a good example to try with. What was the undiscounted price? MRP of the shirt is the question. Full price of the shirt. Let 100 be the full price. That way you can analyze. If 100 is the full price, I bought a shirt at 10% discount, means on 100 I got a 10% discount. 10% is 10 rupee. So 90 rupees. And I sold it to a friend. That means this is my investment. 90 rupees is my investment. I lost 10% on 90 rupees. 10% of 90 means 9 rupee. Na? Because 90 is 10%. How to find? Mendel arithmetic, please remember. Shifting one decimal to the left, 9 rupee. 9 rupee reduced, you are getting 81 rupee. Now the question is saying that the friend paid me 729 rupee. That means I got back 729 rupee. That is what the question says. But what we are getting is 81 rupees. Question is saying 729 rupee. Yeah, we were expecting a wrong answer for sure because we took a random example. But it is easy to correct this value. That is the idea of taking example method. We got 81 and we should have got 729. How to correct it, or how much big it is? Proportionality you have to think. 81 into 81 into 9 is 729. Because 81 is 9 into 9. 729 is 9 into 9 into 9. That means our values 9 times is the original. 9 times is the original value. That means our random assumptions 9 times should be the original assumption. 900 should be the initial value. And initial value is the question, undiscounted MRP of the shirt. So option A is the answer. Here you may not feel difference between much time difference between elimination and taking example method, only because option A is giving 900. If option D was 900, you have to try A, B, C options first. That will take more time. But taking example method, whatever is the answer option, you will get the answer by the same time. This is what I just told. 10% discount, then 10% loss. When I taught you the theory of discount and loss, I told you discount and loss is almost the same thing itself. We just use different terminologies, but mathematically or logically speaking, they are the same thing itself. So 100 we started, we ended up at 81. So if what you should start to end up at 729. For that you have to understand the proportionality 9 times. So 100 into 9, 900 will be the answer. That is the taking example method of doing it. Another previous year question. All the 3 questions I have shown today is previous year question itself. The last 3 questions are previous year questions. Here also taking example is the best method to do this. Instead of taking option by option and eliminating, taking example is the best method. What is the full price of the book is the question. So let 100 be the full price of the book. A student buys a book from an online shop at 20% discount, means on this 120 rupees are discounted. Because 20% of 100 is 20. That is why we are taking 100, because it is easy to find percentage. So 80 you will get remaining. His friend buys another copy of the same book in a book fair for 192. 192 is the price he is paying. Paying 20% less than his friend. That is the most important thing. The second friend now, or second student now, he is paying 20% less than what the first student paid. First student paid is 80. 20% less than that. Again, use your mental arithmetic skills. 20% of 80, when you see it itself in your mind, you have to think this. 10% of 80 is 8. 20% is 8 plus 8, 16. Please refer to that lecture if you have forgotten that concept. Breaking down percentages into smaller percentage and finding it. That means 16 is 20% of 80. 16 should be reduced from 80. 16 reduced from 80, what you will get? 64. That means 64 is the price paid by the second person. But the question says 192 is the price paid by the second person. So there is a difference in value. Now you have to adjust it. How you can adjust it? I'm writing it again. 100 became 80. 80 became 64. This is the price paid by second friend. That is what we have understood. But question says 192 is the price paid by the second person. That means 64 should be made 192. In these kinds of question, always remember there will be a simple fraction itself. Either you can check numbers. 64 into 2 is not 192. 64 into 3 is 192. Or 192 by 64 you divide, you will get that proportionality 3. So you understood that 3 multiply. That means our values 3 times is the original value. That means our assumptions 3 times should be the original assumption that we should have made. That means 300 should be the undiscounted price. We assumed 100 is the undiscounted price, but we understood that our values 3 times should be the original value. So option B is the correct answer. This is the taking example method of doing this. Elimination method is totally okay, but that is time consuming because 275 you have to find 20%. That also use only mental arithmetic. 20% means 10% 27.5, 20% 55. 55 subtracted you will get 220. On 220 you should get 20% discount. 20% is 44 rupees. 44 rupee reduce means 40 rupees is 180, 4 rupees is 176. But question is saying 192. We are getting 176. 176 not equal to 192. So option A is wrong. Likewise, you try the second option also. As I told, when option C or D is the answer, you have to try almost 3 times. 300 also 20% discount means 20% is 60. 10% 30, 20% 60. So 300 will become 240. On 240, 20% discount. Second friend is getting 20% discount. That is 24 is 10%. 20% is 48. 240 minus 48 is 192. Exactly what the question also says. So no contradiction. So option B is the answer. This looks simple, but the multiple times you are doing that is taking time. That is why I am saying taking example is the best method in these questions, because we don't know whether option A will be the answer, B will be the answer, C will be the answer, D will be the answer. So I hope you understood that. This was also a previous net exam problem. So another question, December 2016 problem. All of you try it. Harshita got option A, Alika got option C. Let's see which is correct. Here also understanding the meaning of the question is the most important thing. A woman starts shopping with rupees X and Y paise. That means she has some denomination in rupees, some denomination in paise. We don't know how much is that denomination. That is what X and Y is representing. To make you understand the meaning of the question, I will take the first option and make you understand. Because this is not a percentage problem or anything. It is just understanding the meaning and doing the question. So options will definitely help you to understand the question. 48 rupee 24 paise is the answer means the woman started shopping with 48 rupee 24 paise. 48 rupees and 24 paise. And she spends 3 rupee 50 paise. That means from this she is spending 3 rupee 50 paise. Whatever money remains, you have to subtract it and find it. But whatever that subtraction gives you, that will have a very interesting pattern. What is the pattern? That remaining money, the rupee part will be double of this paise part. Initial paise part's double is final rupee part. Where it is written? Y paise, now it is 2y rupees. This 24, this should be equal. Similarly, rupee part also have the same pattern. Initial rupees was rupees x, but now paise is 2x. Whatever rupee value was there, that means if 48 is here, here it should be 96. That's the meaning. If 24 is here, here it should be 48. If option A is correct, this should be the subtracted value. Are you understanding? 48.24 minus 3 rupee 50 paise should be 48.96. Why? Then only 48 double will be 96, 24 double will be 48. But definitely that is not satisfying in this question, na? Because how you can get 48.24 minus 3 point something to get 48.96? Because 48.96 is bigger than 48.24, na? You are subtracting something. After spending money, you will have only less money, na? This is the idea of the question. Once you get the idea of the question, you don't have to subtract any of it. You just have to look at it. The main mistake many students do is, even when they do elimination, they do math there. They subtract the value and final value you will check first. No, final value you already know. That is easier, na? So final value you check whether the subtraction have any chance to give you that value. Think in that perspective. That is a faster way of analysis. That means in the first option you only have to think 24 paise. 24 paise's double is 48 rupee. Because y paise double 2i rupees. That means, is there any chance to get 48 point something when you subtract 3 rupees something from this? No chance at all. So option A can be eliminated. Same way analyze second option. 64 paise. Y is 64 in second option. That means finally after shopping rupees should be 64's double 128. If you have only 28 something rupee, spending 3 rupee, how you can have 128 rupee in your hand? That is impossible to happen. You don't have to subtract it to verify it. You just have to say that that is impossible. Because 128 is bigger than 28. So option B is also eliminated. Try the same on option C. 14 paise double is 28 paise. 28. That means 28 rupees should be there in the end. Yeah, that have a small chance of having now, because 3 rupee 50 paise when you reduce from 32, if you are subtracting 3 something, you may get 29 point or 28 point according to the carry that is coming. There also I am saying don't subtract it and check it. You have a small doubt that option C may be the answer. When you have a small doubt that option C is maybe the answer, try option D and eliminate it. So that 3 options eliminated, remaining is the answer. So option C, whether it is answer or not, we have no confirmation now. So try option D. 23 rupee 42 paise. 42 paise. 42's double is 84. That means finally 84 rupees should be there. From 23 something, when you subtract 3 something, can you get 84 something? Not at all possible. So option D is also eliminated. So A, B and D are eliminated. So without a doubt you can say option C is the answer. Not even subtracting any 3.550, you are getting the answer. That is how you have to do questions smartly. Again, if you want to verify, you can verify 32 rupee 14 paise minus 3 rupee 50 paise. 32 minus 14 paise means 114 minus 50, taking the borrow. So it will be 64 paise, and 32 minus 3 after taking the borrow, you can say it is 28 rupees 64. That is clearly satisfying the condition. What condition? 32 rupees double will be final paise 64 and 14 paises double will be final rupee 28. Again I am saying this verification is unnecessary in the exam hall. Now when you practice you can verify, but at the time of exam, when you eliminate 3 options, you should be sure about your solution and say that the remaining will be the answer. Start explaining. This question actually was asked in one more net exam. I will show you that question in next class. So anyway, a shopkeeper purchases a product for ₹100 and sells it, making a profit of 10%. The customer resells it to the same shopkeeper, incurring a loss of 10%. In these dealings, the shopkeeper makes profit or loss, or how much profit? That is the question. So we can start with this value itself, 100 rupees, and sells it, making a profit of 10%. 10% profit means 10 rupee added, 110. The customer, now think from the perspective of the customer is buying it at 110 rupee. Now the customer is the seller, we can say, because customer is selling it back to someone. So customer is the person who is doing the business. He resells to the same shopkeeper, incurring a loss of 10%, means on this 110 rupee, 10% is lost. It is not 10 rupee now, it is 11 rupee, because 10% of not 100, it is 10% of 110. That means 110 minus 11, 99 rupees is the money the customer is getting back. But finally the question is asking, in all these dealings, shopkeeper makes how much profit or loss in total? So initially shopkeeper make a 10 rupee profit. Finally he make a 1 rupee profit. Why 1 rupee? Because normally this is a vicious cycle, we can say. Normally he get a product at 100 rupee and sells it at 110 rupee. Now he is getting a product at 99 rupee. He can sell it to another customer at 110 rupee. That means instead of 100 he is getting at 99 rupee. That means 1 more rupee he is saving. So the total saving the shopkeeper is having is 10 rupee in the first transaction and 1 rupee when he is taking it back from the customer, because it is a 100 rupee worth product and he is getting it at 99 rupee. 1 rupee saved. So 10 plus 1, total 11 rupee. Option C. Different way, sorry, option B. Option B is 11 rupee. So option B is the answer. I hope that is clear. Monetary problem, different ways they can ask. Many of the questions are percentage based. There the idea is just analyzing percentage without using formula. That is very important. I hope all of you understood this much.